Welcome to the DX3 Promoto Complete Operational Guide. We will be going over everything included in the DX3 Promoto manual. On the bottom of the transmitter is the battery compartment. Inside the compartment, there is a positive and negative marking to show the battery orientation. To power on the DX3, we will quick press the power button. To power off the DX3, we will hold the power button for 3 to 5 seconds. With the DX3 facing you, turn the wheel to the left, the bike will steer left. However, you will see the front wheel turn to the right. If you steer to the right, the bike will turn right, but the front wheel will turn left. This opposite wheel movement is correct as the bike leans over in the corners. By pulling back on the trigger, this will cause the bike to go forward. If we push the trigger forward, this will cause the bike's brakes to engage. The MS6X gain knob will allow you to lower or raise the gyro stability in the motorcycle. The front brake travel dial will allow you to select how much or how little front brake bias is used. The steering sub-trim dial allows you to adjust the steering servo if the wheel is not pointing straight. You can adjust the dial either way until the wheel is pointing forward. The front brake trim dial allows you to center the piston so the brake pads are not rubbing on one side or the other side, constantly causing drag. The ST-R switch is the servo reversing switch. This will allow you to flip the servo direction if the steering wheel and servo are operating in the opposite direction. The flywheel switch activates the mechanical gyro for the motorcycle. When shutting the motorcycle off, it is recommended to turn the flywheel off and let it completely shut down before powering down the motorcycle. The TH limit switch is the throttle limit switch. This will allow you to select 50, 75, or 100% throttle. This is good to use in learning a vehicle or helping others understand a vehicle before going to full throttle. The smart battery level has 4 LEDs, 100%, 75%, 50%, 25%, and blinking if below 25%. Once the bike's bind procedure has been started, we can then hold the bind button, hold the power button until the power light turns on. We can then release the power button. Once the transmitter beeps, we can then release the bind button. To make any endpoint adjustments to the steering, we will hold full reverse, full right, and power on all at the same time. You will see the power LED flash blue. With the transmitter in the endpoint programming, we can now power on the bike. To adjust the steering endpoint, we will then turn and hold the steering wheel to full left and turn the steering rate knob to the desired endpoint. You can then also adjust the right steering to the desired endpoint. With the endpoints set properly to your liking, we can then power off the bike and then power off the transmitter to save the settings. Using the A and B buttons behind the trigger, you can change the bike's modes. There is a wheelie mode, which will show 3 blinks on the DX3 LED, on-road mode, which will show 2 blinks, and off-road mode, which will show 1 blink. The DX3 Smart LED brightness can be adjusted by holding the A button, full reverse, and powering on. Once it is on, then use the A or B button to lower or raise the brightness. When set to the brightness that you want, power off the DX3. If you ever need to do a factory reset on your DX3, this can be done by holding full left, full reverse, and powering on. And this will complete the reset on its own. This completes the DX3 Promoto Complete Operational Guide, and we thank you for watching.